because of the world of competition shooting, that is, the shooting the dot, the red dot, or as I use, the green dot, has become extremely popular. And one of the reasons that it's become so popular is because it helps you acquire your target a whole lot faster. So the number one tip to shooting the dot is to become target focused, okay? So in other words, I'm not actually looking through the dot, but I'm looking at the target. And I am bringing that dot up to my line of vision. For example, if you've looked at some of my videos, you'll notice that most times when you see my firearm, I have the dot, and this is the dot, I have it taped up. The reason I have it taped up, now you keep in mind, I can't see through the dot, but I have both eyes open, and I'm actually squinting, or mean mugging, as you would say, and that will bring that dot into focus, and I can see the entire target. Okay, now the other thing is, you have to select a color that works for you. Red dot, green dot. Red dot, green dot. I shoot the green dot. Why? Because when I bring that dot up, I can actually see that green a whole lot faster. If I'm shooting a red dot, it becomes a bit of an adjustment for me. So I've pretty much taken all the red dots off of my guns, or my firearms, and I put the green dot on. Second tip for the day is acceptability. If you've ever shot a dot before, the difference between dot and your iron sights is when you see your iron sights, you're focusing at that front sight and you don't see the movement that your body is doing, okay? With the dot, you're actually able to see every little movement your body makes. It's almost like having Parkinson's disease. Every move your body makes, you're gonna see where that dot goes, which you're not able to typically identify with your iron sights. Now, with that being said, it's very important that you understand that you have to choose an acceptable sight, which means when you put that dot on the target, that dot is not going to stay. But once that dot is in a place that you find acceptable, that's when you pull your trigger. Because there's a strong possibility that within the next second or so, that dot will move because your body is constantly moving. So it's very important that you do understand, if you wait for that dot to settle, it's never gonna happen. Why? Because the human body is constantly in motion. Even your breathing will impact your shot. The goal is not to look through the dot. Don't close your eye, look through the dot. You squint both eyes and focus at the target and bring that dot up, and you will actually see the entire target. The third and final tip, which is the most important tip of all, is finding your natural point of aim. So one of the ways that I do this is I close my eyes, I draw, I don't have a holster on at this time, but typically I do. And when I extend my arms, and from there I see the dot, and I see it perfect. Why? Because this is where dry firing comes in. Is very, very important. Remember that your muscles have memory, and the more you dry fire, the more you will be able to bring that dot up to your point of vision. Now, here's another slight tip that I do want to give you. A lot of times when people shoot firearms, they like to extend themselves, and then they like to drop their head to look down. Well, if you do that long enough, you'll start feeling stress in your neck, okay? And that's an indicator that your head is dropped, and you should not be dropping your head, okay? Bring your head up, bring your chin up, and you take the gun and you bring it to your natural point of aim, okay? Dry firing is very important, like I said before, and the more you do it, the better you'll become at it. But this is what I will like to say to you in the end: have some fun, but get yourself a gun.